I'm back with a different concept on this platform. I realized that static podcasts were not my best fit, so I'm trying something new, and I'm bringing you with me today around Stockholm. I have a lot of things to do. Some of them are knitting related, some of them are not knitting related. I hope you can still enjoy some Stockholm. Yeah, my stash is up here. I don't know, you can see. And yeah, so I'm shortly headed out. I need to go for 2 commissions. First one is I need to get some running gels. I need to try a new brand, and yeah, for my half marathon. And your body kind of needs to adjust to a new gel, and so and also needs to be all right for your digestion. So you need to try with advance, time in advance, if you want to use some gels for your run, which you should when it's longer runs. And yeah, then we're gonna try to go to a knitting shop, 1 or 2, depending if I can find what I want in the first one, because I want to get some pure silk or thin linen to do a silk or linen viscose blend, whatever version of this thing here, which is a new design from me, myself. I'm still experimenting a bit. That's why I wanted to try something different. It's gonna be a cape. I don't know how well you can see. It has a collar. It will have a button closure on the back. And yeah, then twice like this kind of, I like to call them pedals. I don't know if it's, yeah. I also have a half of a black version already on my needles, which is slightly different, but I think I'm happier with the red version. So yeah, hopefully it can get tested soon. But now I really need to go. I bring you with me around Stockholm. If I can, I'll try to shoot some footage also, but I'm gonna bike, which means that I would like not to die first, but yeah, come with me. I forgot to mention that after this shopping, I will have lunch, business lunch with a networking lady here in what's supposed to be a very pretty place, actually. And after that, I'm gonna head to uni because I have an exam next Monday, which needs to be studied. And yeah, in maybe some study breaks, I will get the chance to talk a bit more about my project. Yeah, mainly my own design, which I think it's a bit more interesting. And then I'm also working on plain yolk tea from Audionautix. So yeah, I can tell you maybe a bit about that one as well. And yeah, for now, just enjoy some footage from Stockholm and some knitting shopping mostly. Okay, I wanted to give you a very fast update on what I got. I need to go study, so I need to be very fast. On the way back, it also started to rain, so it's a bit, hopefully not wet. Welcome to Stockholm, I would say. But I said I wanted to get some pure silk or thin line. I got alpaca silk. Oula. I never tried this yarn. I like the color, and I think it will be perfect on one of these capes that I'm doing. As one of these capes that I'm doing. So yes, I can tell you. This is okay. This works. Alpaca silke. I don't know if it's flipped. 8521. Audionautix. It's very unreadable. Maybe it has a name, but it's, yeah. Audionautix. Yeah. And then it's not done because the shop was extremely tiny and I didn't feel comfortable recording inside. I probably could have asked the lady, but yeah, I was a bit, I don't know. So I didn't take any footage. I only have footage of the outside, which you've probably just already seen. But they had amazing buttons, which I only got one pair so far because it was the only pair that actually has a purpose. Pair, it's not a pair, I got 6. And it's very dark brown. I don't know if you can see. It looks black basically, but it is a very dark brown. And it has, you know, the classic, this is a bit more, we say, this is concave and this is convex side of the button. Very simple, very flat. And it is supposed to, let me grab it, to go with this combo here. And this is Dansk Pelsull from Hillholtz Hundspinderi. The same one that does, I don't remember the name, something triple Hundspinderi, something like that. Triple trad. I'm probably completely wrong. But yeah, Petit Knits uses another yarn from this brand. Used another yarn from this brand for kind of a lot of projects recently. For sure, one version of the Dagmar, if I'm not wrong. But yes, I really love this red. I don't know if you can see it too much. And I think it is very basic, but a very, very good match. Yeah, and I always pair it with some, like, not always, but when I use mohair, I usually always use drops kid silk because it doesn't scratch for me. I have a very high resistance to scratchiness, and most of the times I love scratchy stuff basically. The more is woolly, the more I love it. So it's half the price as any other mohair. So my usual way to go is this one. And this one is a color 69, a very nice Bordeaux, which goes absolutely amazing also with this one, which I didn't tell. I had to change, if you didn't notice, because it rained and it was so warm out. Lately I don't know how to dress up in this city because it changes like so fast. But yeah, this is my Ivy top from Petit Knit. I used line in matcha color. It is an XS, which runs slightly, like, not small, but like more fitted than probably what she does. But wait, I actually really like the way it fits. Yes, the only problem, I feel like it's a bit too cinching in on this side, and with this bra it's not a problem, but with some other bras then I have it kind of sits a bit on the edge of things, which I'm not a fan of. I think next time I'm gonna do it sizing up, so I'm gonna need an S, and hopefully this problem will be kind of solved. But this was incredible because I used exactly 3 skates or 4. I don't know. Yes, and then these were the buttons, and then finally I got something very funny actually. These tiny Swedish flags, because it will be my father's birthday very soon, and he requested a beanie, so I think I'm gonna go with a Oslo hat because it's my basic plain hat pattern, with some Swedish thing on top. And she didn't have it displayed, but it was one of those stores that is like so small, but you know that they will have everything, you know? I don't know if you have it in mind. It was one of those super crowded stores. I suggested you to go if you didn't. I put the name again. I don't remember the name now, but I asked the lady, and she said, "Yeah, I have them. These ones," which is also like I think a perfect size to put on a hat without it being like, I don't know, a national team fan, without giving, you know, those vibes. And it's so cute. And I also have 2, so one for my father, and I don't know, one for me. I don't know what I would use Swedish flag for, but I have actually a very Swedish project in mind to celebrate the fact that I moved to Sweden. Yeah, I don't want to give it up now. But I think I'm gonna do it this summer, so stay tuned, I guess. Yeah, nothing more to say. Very pretty color, and as you can see, I mean, it's a color that I kind of like. Also for my furniture, and I think it would be also a very nice color to like knit a bandana if I have some scraps, some sort of scraps, which I think I'll probably have. Yeah, I go to study. I bring you along. We'll see how that goes. It's gonna be a lot of studying, and then I'm gonna go on a run this afternoon. I think I have heel repeats. What do I have? Yeah, heel repeats. So it's gonna be not too long, but it's good because I have a lot to study, and I didn't even start for the day, and now it's 2:30 in the afternoon. So come along. I had to come back home because I was so tired. Yesterday evening I went to bed extremely late because we're planning a trip, a long trip before I start working for the summer, and that took a lot of time and energy, which is not even close to being completely organized. But yeah, so now before I can go to my knitting event, I have to take a nap. Power nap, the magic of a power nap. And yeah, I will keep you posted. A little bit like stay where you are if you can. But I like the job enough. I now am on a food belly. I add a hamburger with baby spinach because I'm approaching that period of the month and you need your iron. And now I'm treating myself to some mango sorbet. If you're Swedish, you definitely will know this brand. If you're not and you come to Sweden, please try their sorbets, especially. They are amazing. Like, this one is incredible. But I wanted to tell you a bit about the knitting night that we had tonight. It was Strickenfika, was it? Yeah, it's organized by one of my favorite Stockholm yarn shops, which is located in Södermalm, and it was actually very nice. We were, I think, around 10 people, something like that, and we were in this coffee place called Blue Lotus, if I'm not wrong. The only problem with this place was that it was very not luminous. Is it luminous? There was not a lot of light, which means that it was very hard for me to see my dark mohair stitches, which was a bit of a, yeah, but I still managed a bit. I got a bit of a headache now, maybe due to that, maybe also because it was a long day. And yesterday evening I went to bed at 1 a.m. because we were planning a trip with my krukko. Yeah, we should be going to the Norwegian yarn mills on the west coast, and I would bring you guys with me, of course. But yeah, we're at the knitting cafe and strick och knit. Was it, maybe it was, no, strick och knit, it does make sense. Strick fika, maybe, yeah. It was me and my friend Emma, which I taught how to knit last October, and now she's an amazing knitter already, and I'm so proud of her. And we also met a very nice New Yorker, and she's here just visiting Stockholm, and she was just lucky enough to her dates here matched with this event, so she just joined the event, and that was very nice to meet her. And yes, I don't know, I just knitted on my cape that I already showed you. It is now the first side is almost done. I'm worried that I will not be able to finish, especially because now it's 9:13. I have a headache, so I would like to go to sleep early because tomorrow I have a lot to study and I want to be fresh. And then I have my run tomorrow is like 15k, so it's gonna take a bit longer than my usual workouts. Yeah, and then on Saturday there is the event, so I would like to finish at least the knitting tomorrow, but I am slightly more than halfway through the project, which is not sounding too good. I will try to rush myself this hour and a half that I give myself tonight, but we'll see. And I wanted to show you the other project that I'm working on at the moment before I say goodbye for now. And I hope you like this concept. It's very, I have not seen it a lot on the knitting community on YouTube. Yeah, the closest thing that I've seen so far like this is from Woozy by Celine, but she has incredible cinematography, I think. And she has really just an eye for these things, and she's much more prepared, and her videos are studied and super high quality. I'm still just recording on my phone, which is nice because I don't have to carry around anything more than that, but still the quality, especially like now, I guess, is not perfect. I will grab my project and then I will say to you good night from my side, or good whatever from your side. Here I am, and here it is. Still Bordeaux. We have, it's really like, I always love this color, but nowadays I feel like I'm only knitting in Bordeaux, which I'm not mad about. And I think it really suits my color complexion as well. Actually, I was told in my consultation. But yeah, this is my plain yoke tee by Knits, and I am just in the body. This is how much sorry, my chair is very loud. This is just how much I've knitted in the body so far. We have yeah, it's Line colorway 4372, and I have to tell you guys that I'm pretty sure this is the best Bordeaux that I've ever seen in my life. It's like pretty. Sometimes I find myself just staring at the color, just appreciating how pretty this is. And the tee is like very plain, very basic, but I think it goes very well with Stockholm weather, and it will be an amazing project for the summer. Product, an amazing thing to wear during the summer. I had to learn a new way of doing increases, which sounds very funny because I thought I knew them all basically, but no. I got a clear humblification of the fact that there is still room to learn, and we will never know everything about something. But yes, I don't know what more to say. I'm knitting the second size. So far it's looking pretty good. It is a very basic t-shirt. Very good for when I want to do some stocking knit. Yeah, I did most of it last week, and then I stopped knitting on it because I started this cape, which has a deadline. And I knitted a lot of this during a movie. We went also with Emma and with my krukko. We went to a knitting cinema. We watched The Devil Wears Prada 2, and it was a perfect project. Even if it was a bit dark, but it's like plain stockinette, and I was already... Was I on the body? I think I split it actually during the movie, which was not very clever, but you know, I was at that stage of the project, so what do we know? Super nice. I don't know yet if I recommend the fit, like the project for the fit, but I knitted some other tees, and so far it's been maybe the most fun to knit because of how mindless it is. You just have one end, you start, and then it's a circular yoke all the way down, which sometimes it feels extremely nice. So process wise, I'm really appreciating this. Maybe you could get bored of it. I barely get bored of plain stockinette, I have to be honest. And also you basically never need to read the pattern, because all of these circular increases are done basically on the same stitch. So they like, you have a lot of different, you know, trapezoidal things growing, so you can't read from up when you have to increase. You don't really need to count, just need to remember how many stitches after you increase last. But it really is, there is really no need for the pattern full time, which I find extremely valuable when I do a knit. Yes, this was it. I am now going to bed. I will knit for some time. Actually, before that, I'm gonna eat some more. It's not gelato, it's sorbetto, but a very good brand again, if you ever. I hope you enjoyed some Stockholm besides some knitting, and really, I really want your feedback on this kind of content, because it only makes sense if you like it, basically, for me to just do this. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it, and I think it's much more into my personal preferences to do such a thing. I find it more fun also to edit, you know, rather than just listening to myself twice all over. And I travel a lot, and I feel I can give a lot of value with my travels as well, and all the knitting places that I visit every time, and then I never show. And I think it could be very nice. But please let me know. That being said, horrible hair, holy. That being said, I wish you all the best. If you were knitting something during this video, I don't know, you can tell me what you're knitting. I'm looking for some summer inspiration, so I'm reading you. But yeah, besides that, me, myself, and my Hannah sweater in Noro Madera say